Okay, hello everybody. It's Market Michael here. Now, we actually got better than expected numbers here for the housing starts and building permits, but I wanted to go over this because this sounded a little fishy. So let's get into it, guys. So first of all, let's look at here. This is the housing starts seasonally adjusted. We've been on this incline here. And look here, we've seen a decrease in '06. That's when the market peaked out. You know, I guess we are seeing a looks like a rounding, if I'm not mistaken, guys, doesn't it? I mean, it's a pretty solid line, but this kind of had a little bit more increase than this. So, you know, it's if this was more increasing, now we're starting to be, you know, getting up towards that top area. Well, you know, all of this is this is going to just have a domino effect on everything. So, let's see the big picture. The Commerce Department construction reports are based on small samples and data are often heavily revised. Still, activity is trending higher, even though it's slow and uneven. For year to date, starts are 8% higher compared to the same 3-month period a year ago. In March, starts on a single family starts slowed, dropping 3.7% for the month. Single family starts were 5.2% higher than in March a year ago. However, analysts watch single-family starts closely for clues on whether home builders see demand for housing that's owned rather than rented. So, the single family wouldn't be rented out. You would rent out, a multiple family house, get more profit. So, they're saying if the economy is good, you don't need it to rent. So, that means if more people are buying houses to rent them out, that means no one can afford to buy a house. So, housing has not led this economic cycle and is not about to start now. That's the supply side of the equation. Demand is hot after years of underbuilding. And permits allow us to see what is coming up, what houses are like are planned to be built. Despite the rebound in home building last month, activity appears to be slowing. Single-family home building, which accounts for the largest share of market housing, fell 3.7% to a rate of 867,000 units in March. A survey on Monday showed confidence among home builders fell in April for a fourth straight month. Builders complained about a lack of buildable lots and increasing construction material costs. According to the survey, tariffs imposed by the Trump administration on Canada lumber and other imported products were pushing up prices and hurting housing affordability. Confronted with these supply constraints, home builders will probably not increase significantly to eradicate an acute shortage of houses on the market, which is pushing up prices and sidelining some first-time home buyers. Demand for housing is being driven by a robust labor market, which is underpinning the economy. Despite job market strength, wage inflation has remained moderate. Single-family home construction fell in the Northeast, South, and West, but rose in the Midwest. Permits, yeah, North, South, West are where fucking expensive and rose in the Midwest because it's cheaper. Permits to build single family homes dropped 5.5% in March to 840,000 unit piece, lowest level since 2017. With permit lagging starts, single family home construction could now slow further. Starts Starts for the volatile multifamily housing segment surged 14.4% at a rate of 452 units. Permits of the construction multifamily home dropped 19% to 115 for five wait, permits for construction dropped to 514 unit pace. Don't understand. But basically, oh, basically, we're seeing that means what that is telling us, they're going to try and spit it and say, oh, look, housing starts are going up. That means, more people are spending money, and this higher rate, economy is able to continue. It's not affecting people. Look at the housing starts. Well, single family housing starts have going down, and that's really, people don't want to rent. People want to buy. They want to own the property. That's people's dream to own a house, and that's exactly why, like, the '08 crisis happened. Bush was out there saying, it's people's right to own a house. It's people's dream, and it's true. It's people's dream, but you know the fact that we're having less single family home is a negative, and the fact that in the Northeast, West, and South, where property is expensive, it's not increasing. We're seeing the increase in the Midwest where it's extremely cheap and there's nothing out there. So that's very interesting to look at. Now, I just want to look at the lending, and this article is tax cuts were supposed to juice the economy, but banks aren't seeing it. So what we're seeing here is JP Morgan suggests loan growth could be just above GDP growth. That's pretty much some banks increased, some banks decreased, but I would say that overall this sentiment is hitting people, and it's not having these tax cuts aren't having the effect on everyone like they hoped. um okay, commercial lending just rose 6% compared to a year ago for JP Morgan, while commercial and consumer loans both declined for Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo lending to business jumped 19% from the year earlier period for Citigroup, but was only up 2% from the fourth quarter. But from a very small starting point, corporate lending totaled only 521 million for the bank in the first quarter. Now, I can't really tell you what that's good or bad, but the fact that Wells Fargo is declining means there is declines. We aren't seeing major increases, so we're just kind of flatlined. This isn't good, guys. This isn't good. So I just wanted to break down this economic news for you because you know they're gonna spin it and say these home building, it's, well, look, we got a big increase, we got a beat. But just like the jobs numbers, we're getting the phony growth. We're getting these phony jobs. We're getting more jobs in the service sector economy. They're getting more part-time jobs. We're getting reduction in full-time and an increase in part-time because people, business owners can't afford to pay out for pay out for that. All right, well, let's just take a glance at the markets here. Ooh, itchy ear, itchy ear. Okay, so a glance at the futures, we are just increasing like I thought we would. I think we are going to get a beautiful big green day today, and then tomorrow is Wednesday, and that's going to start to turn the momentum around. We're going to start hitting resistance. Maybe some news is going to come out. I don't know. We'll have to see, but this is my prediction here. Look at here. Look at the indicators. We're all curling up. We're about to explode up and have an insane day today. So get ready, guys. Be good. I hope you enjoyed this special report. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you. It's 9:09. Well, I'll see you like 9:30, 10 o'clock, perhaps, maybe even 11. All right, take care, guys.